March tore us down. April kicked in some new doors. Now in May, we need to make some serious decisions. These long-term commitments will either force us to level up or cause us to burn out. How we react to the energy will make all the difference. Welcome to Astro ROI. I'm Kathryn Cartini, here to talk about how astrology can be used for personal and professional development. And we've reached a milestone. The community is growing. We're over 1,000 subscribers. So if you find value in my content, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment with feedback, or even share this video. These may seem like easy lifts, but they really do help me keep going. And in more good news, my practice is growing. I'm kicking the tires on some new opportunities, including speaking to the Google Developers Group for International Women's Day about how the age of Aquarius will impact women in STEM. I'm pretty sure that they're going to record it if you're interested, and I'm also going to do my best to post an extended version here soon. Today, I'll do a quick overview on each of the major events in May. Then I'm going to go straight into how each transit, aspect, or lunation could influence every zodiac sign. There are timestamps below, and I posted a transcript on astrocoachkate.com if you want to read your forecasts. You can copy and paste the paragraphs right into your calendars, or you can watch your 90-second shorts here and on Instagram at Astro Coach Kate for quick reminders throughout the month. And if you'd like to train with me one-on-one, I have single sessions and coaching packages available on my website. I truly do not know how much longer I'm going to be able to work on these customized reports or even take on new clients, but for now, I'll look at your personal data and help you create a game plan. Or if you'd like to look at your own chart or even become an astrologer, I partner with Lunar astrology software. You can get 10% off using the link in the description. Now here's a little taste of what's happening in May. Like I said, we have some serious decisions to make in May. This is a list of some of the energy at play. If you want to take a screenshot, stick with me and I'll run through how each event impacts all 12 zodiac signs. Let's dive in. The month kicks off with some good news. On May 5th, Mercury sextiles Jupiter in Gemini. I really love this day. Mercury is about communications and business. In Aries, we can be bold with our marketing plans and assertive in negotiations. Gemini will speed things up, but the sextile will allow us to think and speak clearly. If you need to pitch a business idea, write a proposal, or make any kind of money-related decision, do it today. Jupiter will bring good luck. Let's skip ahead to May 12th. There's a lot happening. First, full moons in Scorpio are intense. Some kind of buried truth will be revealed so we can process, release, and heal. Think back to what was happening at the top of November. Did you realize you needed to let go of control? Were you too attached to someone or something? What was your biggest fear? Was it debt? Being cheated on? Death? Fear of the unknown? Take a deep breath and let it go. This is part of karmic test. It's tied to Saturn and the North Node in Pisces. There's a soul level purpose. We need to trust ourselves, and the only way to do that is to have integrity. If our beliefs or desires are rooted in fear, we're going to stay stuck, like turning a blind eye to someone's infidelity because we feel we won't be able to make it on our own, or pushing for a commitment because we can't bear to be alone. That's fear, obligation, or guilt talking. It may be hard, it may be painful, but it's just not true. I say this because of the sextile to the South Node in Virgo. Have compassion. No one's life is perfect. Then let go of what's false to have a clear conscience. We all need to face the truth on the 12th. Okay, let's shake things up. On May 17th, Uranus and Taurus will connect with the sun, forming a Cazimi. This is a lightning bolt moment. Uranus is about sudden change. Taurus, however, is steady. It's connected to self-worth, values, and finances. So the change, while potentially life-altering, is not impulsive. It's very well thought out. With another sextile to Saturn in the North Node in Pisces, this is actually divinely timed. There's also a trine to Pluto in Aquarius and the moon in Capricorn, another blend of two very different energies. I believe this means innovation leads to liberation because of emotional maturity, likely because there's a strategy in place. And with a trine to the South Node in Virgo, this is about progress, not perfection. And just like that, on the very next day, we'll be able to heal from something that's been blocking our happiness or success. On May 18th, Jupiter in Gemini sextiles Chiron in Aries. Chiron is the asteroid of deep-rooted pain, but Jupiter is about optimism and good fortune. And sextiles are the best aspect we can get in astrology. We'll be able to speak our truth or reframe an old wound through learning, teaching, or storytelling. Maybe an important conversation helps us change or expand our minds. The takeaway is to rewrite the script. This doesn't mean it will be easy. We'll likely second guess every thought and word because there are squares to Saturn and the North Node in Pisces. This suggests inner conflict or tension. Our faith could even be challenged. With another square to the South Node in Virgo, to best work with this energy, don't overanalyze or micromanage, and let go of self-criticism. Here's a beautiful saying I came across: balance intellect with soul, logic with trust, and freedom with purpose. Because on May 22nd, self-love will be empowering with Venus trining Mars in Aries. This is raw, courageous, and creative energy. However, there is an inconjunct to the sun in Gemini. So there's a disconnect between the heart and the head. Sometimes when we live with pain for so long, it becomes comfortable because it's familiar. But Venus is still sitting next to Chiron. So if we can't completely let go, we'll at least be able to channel it into something productive like writing or mentoring. Now here's the biggest storyline of the month. On May 24th, Saturn the Taskmaster enters Aries. He will retrograde back into Pisces in the fall, so consider this a precursor. Saturn is about rules, lessons, restrictions, and karma. But Aries is fearless. The last time we experienced this energy was in the late 90s during the Y2K scare and the rise of the dot-com bubble. People were ambitious and innovative, even if the environment was unstable. Everyone wanted to turn an idea into a startup or invest in real estate. Some made out well. Others got trampled. They either spent outside their means or were overly trusting with their resources, time, money, and energy. Saturn will plant his flag in the sign of the warrior for the next few years, elbow to elbow with Neptune, the planet of dreams and delusions. So heed Saturn's lessons. Risk-taking does require courage, but ego-driven ventures won't yield long-lasting results. I say this because of the sextiles to Uranus and Venus in Taurus, which calls for innovative stability and values-based progress, especially with Saturn squaring Jupiter in Gemini. This suggests tension because of overindulgence or getting pulled in two directions. All the more, there's a sextile to Pluto in Aquarius. Our ideas could very well be the way of the future. But with an opposition to the South Node in Virgo, we need to find ways to take calculated risks without losing our heads or our shirts. Then on May 25th, Mercury returns home to Gemini. Our wheels start to turn again. We're asking questions, thinking on our feet, and doing it all with precision. A far cry from the mind muckery in March and April. There was, however, a method to the madness. Trines to the South Node in Virgo and Pluto in Aquarius will allow us to put all the delays and miscommunications to good use by applying what we've learned to our future plans. There's also a sextile to Saturn and Neptune in Aries. This wraps structure around our vision. So between now and early July, soak it all in. Learn new skills, connect with interesting people, negotiate pay raises, pitch business ideas, sign leases, join clubs, or even take little trips. Do anything and everything you can to feed your mind. This brings us to the new moon in Gemini on May 26th, a fresh 6-month cycle centered around innovative thinking. With the moon, sun, and Mercury all in Gemini, ideas are supercharged. We'll be extra curious, and our conversations could lead to major breakthroughs. So write, teach, network, and launch anything media or tech related. There's also a trine to Pluto in Aquarius. Don't waste this energy on small talk and surface level chatter. Dive deep and go big. We do have an inconjunct to Venus in Aries, which could create some minor friction in our relationships. The energy is fast moving and it veers towards independence. If we feel like someone or something is slowing us down, we won't want to hold up to tie our shoelaces. Especially with the full moon in Gemini on December 11th sitting next to Jupiter. This is when we collect the fruits of our labor. But at the same time, there's a square to Saturn. He'll test the integrity of what we've built. So now that we know, don't take shortcuts over the next 6 months. especially since Mercury will have us firing on all cylinders. In fact, on May 30th, we might feel like we're cooking with gas when the Sun joins Mercury in Gemini, forming a Cazimi, which again amplifies the energy. This could bring strokes of genius, and a trine to Pluto in Aquarius adds depth to conversations. There is, however, an inconjunct of Venus and Chiron in Aries, which can stir up our inner critic. Someone may say something that reopens a wound, or they could expose shady intentions, but we don't have time for that. Let's finish the month strong. Instead of reacting, make a mental note of what needs healing, or thank them for showing their true colors before wasting more time, money, and energy on a covert narc. On to your horoscopes. I'm a Western astrologer using the whole house system. These readings are based on rising signs. You can gain value from your sun and moon signs, but start with your rising sign. It represents your motivation for living. I'm using Lunar astrology software. Again, if you'd like 10% off Luna, there's a link in the description. I, for the most part, removed the astrology language from the readings, but if you'd like to see why I'm saying what I'm saying, there's a transcript with all the astrology posted on astrocoachkate.com. Aries, on May 5th, express yourself and strike a pose. Your outlook on life will change when you share what's on your mind. You could have a talk with a relative or neighbor, or connect with someone interesting at a local hangout like a dog park, the gym, or grocery store. A coworker could also lend an ear. The topic is expansion. Maybe you want to launch a business, go back to school, or spend a year abroad. Deep down, this is about having more joy in your life. You want to catch flights and feelings. But before you can jet set, you need to unpack some baggage during the full moon in Scorpio on May 12th. Over the last 6 months, you could have been breaking free from a financial entanglement or healing from a loss. This could be heartbreak, a debt from business or gambling, or your kids might have been stressing you out. Any or all of these things have likely impacted your social life or cut into your profits. You may have felt like if you could just give it or someone one more shot, things will turn around. But you've given all you can give. Now, let go with love. Because on May 17th, your self-esteem or finances could get a sudden boost. Take the win and celebrate with your friends. Network, line your coffers, or make big plans for the future. The confidence or extra cash will add a spring to your step. Maybe you treat yourself to a date night, round of golf, or an outing with your kids. This isn't about turning a blind eye to the pain. This is personal for you. What you're doing is finding creative outlets to process, heal, and move on. So on May 18th, go for a walk and talk, or put together a playlist that helps you gain a new perspective. Pay attention to how you feel around others. Does socializing and moving your body uplift your spirits? Does it inspire you to want to learn, travel, or grow in other ways? This, my friend, is a spiritual awakening, and you wouldn't feel this way if you didn't have faith. So keep going. Switch up your routine and find more ways to release these feel-good endorphins. Maybe you volunteer, take your dog for a run, or delegate some busy work. Try to let go of needing to be in control. The more you fill your own cup, the more joy you'll attract. This includes more money, self-esteem, and healthy relationships. Make time for romance, creative projects, or playing with your kids. It all starts with you. Let your guard down. You can learn to trust again. And now to your most important transit, not of the month, for the next several years. On May 24th, Saturn moves into your sign. He's here to teach you important lessons about your outlook on life and how others perceive you. First, he wants you to take your health seriously. You can no longer live through the pain. You need to see a specialist, or at least commit to activities like hot yoga and deep tissue massage. This will also help you control your reactions. It's possible that you're hot-tempered or often frustrated, maybe because you ignore how you're feeling until you explode. This at times had likely impacted your career or reputation. You may have even lost friends because of the flare-ups. So pay attention to Saturn's lessons, even when you feel provoked. This is about self-care and self-control. On May 25th, if you've been experiencing delays or miscommunications, now things will start moving forward quickly. This is an excellent time to launch a website, publish a book, or sign up for online courses. You may also feel extra social and reconnect with relatives or people from your community, or you may decide to move to a new neighborhood for a fresh start. Walking, jogging, and weekend getaways are also great ways to use this energy. Not only will a change of lifestyle improve your health, it will also smooth things over with your coworkers. This takes us to the new moon in Gemini on May 26th. Now you can really set some new goals. Over the next 6 months, focus on media-related projects or activities that get your heart pumping. If you want a new job, refresh your resume and hire a recruiter. If you're not feeling fulfilled, look for volunteer opportunities or join a board that supports a cause you care about. If you're looking for a best friend, adopt a dog. Do whatever you need to do to switch up your routine in support of your physical, emotional, and mental health. Because you'll want to be open-minded on May 30th. Remember, this month deep down is about finding new ways to have joy in your life. And when you're not burning the midnight oil, you will find more time to date, create, and have fun with your kids. So say yes to people and activities that make you feel happy. If you found value in your forecast, please pay it forward by subscribing to the channel, posting a comment, and clicking on the notification bell. Transcripts are posted on astrocoachkate.com, where you can find all the ways to train with me and book a free discovery call. Taurus, the month kicks off with a renewed sense of faith on May 5th. A project you've been working on behind the scenes could start turning a profit, or you may get a boost of confidence when you meet someone on the dating scene and the positive vibes help you make more money. Another way this can play out is winnings through gambling or the stock market, or you might merge your resources with an investor, receive a business loan, or inheritance. Keep an eye out during the full moon in Scorpio on May 12th. Full moons bring turning points, completions, or endings. The energy will impact your committed partnerships and self-awareness. You may let go of a realtor, landlord, or make peace with the past. Or this could be about your career and reputation, possibly saying goodbye to business partners, co-workers, or in some cases, your spouse. Or the reverse could happen, and you start a new job, get married, or relocate. It's time to make a move. A game-changing day for you is May 17th. Expect the unexpected. Your life could shift in a new direction, or you may be recognized suddenly for your hard work. The spotlight could advance your career or public image, or again, this is another indicator of a promotion or proposal that changes your job title or social status. This is not a time for imposter syndrome. In fact, the good news could help you heal a wound tied to your mental health on May 18th. You've worked hard and you deserve the compensation or fairy tale ending. And if you're vulnerable enough to ask for help, you just might receive it. Maybe through actual financial support, or someone makes you feel comfortable enough to let out a deep and long overdue cry. Extending outside your comfort zone will not come easy, but if you want to make more money or receive more respect, you'll need to embrace the change, even if sharing equity, taking out a loan, or cashing in some stocks results in growing pains. If you're having any doubts, ask a friend or a mentor for advice, or join a support group that can help you push past some of these mental blocks and advance your goals. As soon as you stop pretending you have it all figured out, your real smile will return. Now on May 22nd, your chart ruler armors up. Throughout March and April, you likely isolated yourself to heal from betrayal or loss and figure out what your heart wants moving forward. Is it unconditional love, better health, meaningful work that also pays the bills, all of the above? Put a plan in motion. Maybe you need to move for peace of mind, quit a bad habit, or hire a therapist, astrologer, financial advisor, or business coach who can help you see the forest through the trees. Because starting on May 24th and for the next several years, Saturn will be in Aries. This could mark a time when you heal through your faith or experiences like spiritual retreats, especially if your adventures land you overseas or back in the classroom. This is tied to a much larger story having to do with your career and legacy. It's possible that you become a teacher or spiritual guide using your life lessons to help others. Things will start moving quickly after May 25th. A clever proposal could land you a high-paying client, or a new job might bring creative control and financial security. Or over the next few months, you could receive some kind of windfall. Maybe it is time to cash out on an investment. Or this can be when you finally turn a passion project into a business. So aim high on May 26th during the new moon in Gemini. What financial milestone do you want to reach in the next 6 months? You could create new products and offerings for your marketplace, raise your rates to better reflect your value. Or if you want to publish a book, it won't write itself. Whatever you start now will turn into profitable results by the holidays. On May 30th, the perfect idea to increase your earning potential could strike. This will be genius. It could involve a family business or home-based venture, or you might buy or sell property to increase your net worth. The purpose of this month is to be creative with how you earn money. Don't let this download pass you by. The more revenue streams, the more security. If you found value in your forecast, please pay it forward by subscribing to the channel, posting a comment, and clicking on the notification bell. Transcripts are posted on astrocoachkate.com, where you can find all the ways to train with me and book a free discovery call. Gemini, you've got a lot going on this month. On May 5th, gather with your friends, network, or make big picture plans. If you've been hitting the gym, you'll want to show off the new you. You could also be hosting a party for your friends and family. Maybe you have a special announcement to make. This could be an engagement or backyard wedding. When the full moon in Scorpio peaks on May 12th, you'll be ready to release something. You might accept a new job and your coworkers gather to say goodbye. Maybe the workouts you've been doing have been in preparation for a charity 5K. Whatever it is, make sure someone snaps pictures, or it's possible you've completed your courses and now you're receiving your diploma or publishing your research. If you did get married, you could be on your honeymoon. While all of this is good news, there could be an unexpected surprise on May 17th. If you start a new job, it might come with responsibilities not listed in the job description that has you doubting your skills. Maybe you're regretting not having a more traditional wedding that honors your faith. If you left your job to start your own business, doing all the things might not be as glamorous as you thought it would be, or your honeymoon locale might not live up to the online photo. So on May 18th, remember why you wanted to make these changes in the first place. Should you start second guessing yourself or ruminating on the past? This next chapter gives you the opportunity to heal old wounds tied to your friendships, role in society, or personal goals. Your spouse, business partner, or therapist could play a role in your outlook, for better or worse, because on the same day, the milestones you're achieving might cause tension in your close relationships. Something about your career, social status, or reputation is perhaps making someone jealous. It's possible that you may have to relocate for your new job, and that causes tension at home. Or if you're married, you're at odds with how to divide the chores so you have time to advance your career. But on May 22nd, having a close circle of friends or a support system will make all the difference. Maybe you organize a carpool or use your bonus to hire a house cleaner. The time you buy back could turn into wine o'clock, or it makes room on your schedule for date night, creative hobbies, or having special moments with your kids. Because starting on March 24th, you'll need to take your friendships, personal development, or long-term wishes seriously. This is a precursor to the next few years, especially if it involves other people's money, like a joint venture with friends, paying off debt from traveling with friends, or getting entangled in a friends with benefits situationship. Your lessons may be tied to a legal matter as well. You'll need to buckle down and be mindful of the company you keep. On May 25th, I don't think you'll mind being a homebody for the next few months. You are Mercury, so this is about what's best for you, and what you want is likely home sweet home. So redecorate, renovate, or find a new place that feels just right. In fact, the new moon in Gemini on May 26th is the ideal time to set intentions for your life direction. Over the next 6 months, think home and family first. Put a plan in motion that brings your nearest and dearest together in a fun and creative space. Now mark May 30th on your calendar. On this day, your words hold extra power, and you'll have the confidence to share what's on your mind with your siblings, neighbors, or make a special announcement on social media. If you've been working on a business, this is also a great day to launch a website, app, or blog. The entire month will be about putting your needs first. So What do you have to say for yourself, Gemini? If you found value in your forecast, please pay it forward by subscribing to the channel, posting a comment, and clicking on the notification bell. Transcripts are posted on astrocoachkate.com, where you can find all the ways to train with me and book a free discovery call. Cancer, the month opens with some sweet news in your career. On May 5th, you could receive a promotion or reach a professional milestone. This might be something you've been working towards behind the scenes, like developing a new herbal remedy or nootropic. Now you can share the news, publish your findings, or build a marketplace to sell your goods. Make sure to include how your concoction will aid health and wellness. Ask your coworkers for advice on how to position your idea online or set up an eye-catching display. Whatever you've been creating could be pet-friendly, and you'll want to emphasize that. On May 12th, under the full moon in Scorpio, be prepared for a completion or ending. It has to do with your love life, a passion project, or something involving your kids. Perhaps you move from R&D to product development, or maybe your kid graduates and you no longer have to pay tuition. Dating can also be expensive, so if you're taking a hiatus, look forward to padding back your bank account. It's possible, however, that romance, hobbies, or children have accrued some debt, or if you are parting ways with someone, you may close out joint bank accounts or mediate child support. Then on May 17th, something out of left field could land in your lap. A friend may want in on your invention, or you receive an unexpected guidance from someone that helps advance your goal. Maybe the bank approves your business loan, or an angel investor writes you a check. This is a Hail Mary. On May 18th, you'll breathe a sigh of relief. If you've been holding something in, a secret, a vice, a limiting belief, you'll now use it as fuel. You could start a new health routine, begin therapy, or sign off on a co-working space. Maybe you've been pining for a furry friend. Whatever you do, it will help heal a wound tied to your career reputation or social status. On the same day, past karma and how you deal with it could bubble to the surface, not to punish you, to help you gain control of your mental health or balance your work and life. The purpose is to free up space in your beautiful mind so you can launch a business, travel, or complete an advanced degree. But in order for this to happen, you have to release pent-up feelings or relocate someplace where you feel more at peace. Because on May 22nd, something big could happen in your career or social status. You've made some kind of decision, and now you're rallying the troops to execute a master plan. Did you sell your home and your friends are helping you move? Did you accept a job in another state and now your realtor friend is putting your home on the market? The driver is to make more money or boost your self-worth. Will this involve a bit of a gamble? Probably, like relocating for love, moving to a better school district, or setting up shop in Tech Valley to help your business take flight. And this is just the beginning. On May 24th, Saturn enters Aries. Over the next few years, the taskmaster wants you to take your career or role as a parent seriously. He'll monitor how you make your mark on the world, testing your resolve every step of the way. Saturn's lessons involve self-awareness and your closest relationships. This doesn't just mean a spouse. It could include your doctors, business partners, best friends, or clients, and it will involve joint assets like insurance, debt, loans, alimony, or inheritances. The speed will really pick up on May 25th. You could confront energy vampires, squash negative self-talk, or quit a vice cold turkey. If someone or something gives you an instinctual ick, you'll have no time for games. Block relatives, neighbors, or social media pals who watch but never engage. Now, under the new moon in Gemini on May 26th, you'll come into your own faith. It will grow and evolve through your life experiences over the next 6 months. You could launch a private social media account for people working through addiction or trauma. Join a meditation or hiking group that helps you connect your mind, body, and soul. Or if you do move, you can explore your new community by taking day trips around town. By May 30th, you could manifest your first blessing. Mercury does rule your 12th house, which represents spirituality and psychic abilities. So use your cosmic gifts to attract more money and respect. And if and when you succeed, I hope you leave me a comment. Your takeaway this month is to decide what you want to be known for. Use every trick up your sleeve to grab the brass ring. If you found value in your forecast, please pay it forward by subscribing to the channel, posting a comment, and clicking on the notification bell. Transcripts are posted on astrocoachkate.com, where you can find all the ways to train with me and book a free discovery call. Leo, on May 5th, adventure is calling. Throughout March and April, you likely went back and forth over where you want to travel, what you want to study, or even how you see the world. Now you can gather your friends and colleagues to make your plans take flight. This won't just make you feel good. There could be a literal pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. If you've been working on bettering yourself, this is your reward. So go have fun, date, create, and play with your kids. But before you clock out, on May 12th, you'll need to complete or end something in your home life during the full moon in Scorpio. This could be a renovation or change into your living situation. You may say goodbye to a family member or release a childhood wound that's been blocking your happiness. Because this is personal for you, it will impact how you approach life moving forward, and it's likely connected to your committed partnerships, romantic, business, or friendships. Now expect a sudden shift in your career reputation or role as a parent on May 17th. You could hit a professional milestone, get married, or duke it out with an authority figure like a boss or parent that impacts your public image. Once again, your contractual ties will play a role. This could be your spouse, business partner, therapist, or clients. On May 18th, surround yourself with friends and colleagues. You might be celebrating a long-term wish come true, receive sudden gains, or have a personal breakthrough. I can see music, dancing, and laughter. You'll feel like a kid again. And this new adventure will restore your faith. Just be mindful. There is some kind of tension in the air. Maybe everyone at the table won't be in such a positive mood. Perhaps they don't agree with the direction your life is heading, or they're envious of your love life, hobbies, or parenting style, especially if this involves joint resources like racking up the credit card in pursuit of a dream, or how you're spending your inheritance. This could also be about an intimate matter. It's possible your flirtatious behavior makes your partner feel disrespected, or your social life might be cutting into your savings. Maybe you're spending more than agreed to on a business venture. But this is something your heart is craving. Maybe it is to be your own boss, or travel the world, or to advance your career, you need more education. Perhaps in order to get a promotion, you have to put in more hours, or to be the parent you've always wished to be, you need to cut out early. How you communicate what you want will make all the difference. It will influence how others see you. This is part of the journey. It will impact your home life or quality of life. Step up to the challenge, because on May 24th, Saturn enters Aries. This is a preview of the next few years. Saturn is about life lessons, limitations, and karma. He wants you to get serious about entrepreneurship, spirituality, education, or acts of service. This may come with a lifestyle change. It could add more responsibility to your plate or completely change your schedule. You might have to manage a team or actually listen to what your doctor says. And these changes might test your close relationships. Maybe your spouse doesn't want you to work so much, or your business partner wants you to work more. Maybe your doctor or therapist fires you because you're not listening. At least on May 25th, you'll be ready and willing to get out there. If you've been hitting the snooze button on your social life, you'll reconnect with your friends. If your numbers have dipped at work, you'll roll up your sleeves to network more. Either way, your drive could put more money in your pocket. Either the fun you're having with your friends will attract abundance, or you'll find creative ways to merge the two, like happy hour with clients or closing deals on the golf course. This brings us to the new moon in Gemini on May 26th. It's time for a fresh start. Think groups, gains, and goals. Over the next 6 months, dive headfirst into personal development. Do your friends support your ambitions? How can you make more money? What do you want your future to look like? By the holidays, either your bank account or cheeks will be flush if you focus on boosting your self-worth. Now mark May 30th on your calendar. This is an excellent day for you to be recognized by your friends or colleagues. It's windfall energy, and it smells like money. So make sure your cut is fresh and get ready to flash your Leo smile. This entire month will be about your role in society. Lead by example. If you found value in your forecast, please pay it forward by subscribing to the channel, posting a comment, and clicking on the notification bell. Transcripts are posted on astrocoachkate.com, where you can find all the ways to train with me and book a free discovery call. Virgo, on May 5th, you can unravel one of life's mystery when you look fear in the face and laugh. Whatever's been lurking in the shadows, taxes, debt, intimacy issues, won't feel so scary with the right mindset or conversation. In fact, Getting straight to the point could benefit your career or parenting style. It could change how others see you in a positive way, like earning their respect, especially if this has to do with your home life. Should someone bulldoze the conversation or not take no for an answer? When the full moon in Scorpio hits on May 12th, something's got to give. If a relative or neighbor has had you walking on eggshells over the last 6 months, you'll put your foot down, or you might complete a media project, course, or proposal that now frees up time to socialize. While Scorpio can be intense, this is more subtle for you. It likely has to do with mental chatter or something you've been keeping private, but there's no time for coulda, woulda, shoulda. If you want to feel better, get on a health kick. If there's been tension at work, cut out the drama. Then expect a sudden turn of events on May 17th. You may decide to throw caution to the wind and book a trip, start a business, go for your masters, or stand up for your beliefs. This could tie back to office politics. You may be sick of all those late nights, or you could be burnt out from taking care of someone. While this change may present as sudden to others, you know it's been a long time coming. It's funny how the universe works. As soon as you pivot, doors open. On May 18th, you could reach a milestone in your career. It has the potential to change your reputation or job title, or this could be about your social status. Maybe you sign your marriage license, which changes your name. You become a parent or grandparent, or you buy property and now your new title is homeowner. Whatever happens will help you heal trust or rejection issues, especially if this involves shared assets like debt, taxes, or inheritance. Just read the fine print. This opportunity might come with some strings. On the same day, a professional achievement or an unresolved matter at home could create tension. It's possible that someone close to you is pushing you to make a decision. A spouse, business partner, therapist, or client may even lay down an ultimatum. This will impact you personally. What you need to let go of may change your life direction. Consider the greater good. Maybe you're giving up the social life to be part of a dynamic duo, or you could be locking into a joint venture with a business partner. On May 22nd, something you're passionate about involves the merging of resources, time, money, and energy. You might take out a business or school loan, but the loan will help expand your business, and more education will lead to a higher paying job. Have faith. Debt can be paid off over time, and infusing the latest tech into your business or learning an advanced skill is the smart move, because the merging of assets is a big storyline for you over the next several years, starting on May 24th when Saturn enters Aries. Saturn is like a strict father figure. He'll test, restrict, and limit to make sure you're committed. When you get married, you share everything from income to debt to your bodies. When you accept a loan or investment, you commit to specific terms on how and when you'll pay the money back. But the upside is love, maybe children, or turning a passion project into a career. This also means more responsibility, maybe even a change in lifestyle, which could be stressful, so pay attention to your health. On May 25th, you'll be ready to sign on the dotted line when your career or public status moves forward at lightning speed. You're ruled by Mercury, so life will be what you make of it. Forward movement only. Which brings us to the new moon in Gemini on May 26th. Over the next 6 months, set your sights high. Focus your energy on anything that fulfills you. If you want to be recognized in your field, put yourself out there. If you want to get married, start having the conversation. If you want to be a parent, well, you know what to do. This new moon turns into a full moon in December. What do you want your holiday present to be? Make your first move on May 30th. Raise your hand for a leadership role. Make a vision board for your wedding or take a pregnancy test. How you make your mark on the world will receive a cosmic kiss today. So maybe you keep your career ambitions, dreams of walking down the aisle, or desire for a baby private from your lips to God's ears. But the epicenter of this entire month for you is legacy. So work towards creating a lasting impact. If you found value in your forecast, please pay it forward by subscribing to the channel, posting a comment, and clicking on the notification bell. Transcripts are posted on astrocoachkate.com, where you can find all the ways to train with me and book a free discovery call. Libra, on May 5th, expect a stroke of luck in your committed partnerships. You might hop on a flight with your significant other, decide to launch a business with a colleague, or maybe you'll have a breakthrough in therapy. Whatever it is, you'll be feeling optimistic. You could share the news with your relatives over FaceTime. Use ChatGPT to create a business plan, or parlay your aha moment into an online course. The full moon in Scorpio on May 12th will hit your finance zone. Full moons bring turning points, completions, or endings. This is either money in or out. It's possible that your social life or self-development has cost some coin over the last 6 months, or all the networking you've been doing may land you a big fish. You may realize after looking at your bank balance that a situationship or creative hobby is no longer worth the price. Or if you've been saving, you could hit your goal and tell the kids you're going to Disney World. Just expect a shakeup on May 17th that has to do with the merging of resources or something you keep to yourself. Today, it will likely become public. You could sit down with an accountant to review your joint tax returns or work with a mediator to divide shared assets like debt. This is another day when you take a hard look at your finances, including what you're spending on dating, hobbies, kids, and investments. On May 18th, you could decide to just go for it no matter what the cost. This could mean you start a business, book a trip overseas, or sign up for couples counseling. You might add a new offering to your marketplace or post pictures of your trip on social media. Or if you have been studying something, you could turn it into an online workshop. Whatever you do, it will bring some kind of relief to your relationships, like your clients respond well to the new services, or the trip helps rekindle romance. That said, there is some sort of power struggle. Maybe there's a glitch with the launch, or your flight gets delayed, the pet sitter could cancel, or your coworkers won't appreciate having to finish a proposal without you, or the extra pressure could morph into a migraine. Don't get discouraged. Have faith. Whatever is happening is for the best. A drink might settle your nerves momentarily, but the issue will still be there tomorrow. Work through it. You'll see on May 22nd, when you feel the love in your close relationships, romantic and platonic, a business partner could come to the table with more resources, or your spouse could put more towards the mortgage. If you need help, you need to ask for it. Your friends could also have a solution, or the energy you're putting towards a long-term goal could help you see the forest through the trees. A business coach, attorney, or financial advisor could also play a role. They can help you review your personal finances to show you you're not as far off as you think. Because on May 24th, Saturn enters Aries. This is a precursor to the next few years. Saturn is about lessons, rules, and restrictions. He'll test your close relationships to make sure they have long-term potential. This could be tied to a home or property matter. Someone could move in or out. If so, this likely involves a lover or your children. Maybe you're taking the next step in your relationship, or your kid is heading off to college. You'll now have to learn how to share your space or fill the void of their absence. On May 25th, your attention will return to your next chapter. The big picture involves what you want to build, where you want to travel, or how your studies are transforming what you believe in. Something deep inside you is changing. To unlock the magic, you have to let go of a vice or make peace with the past. This leads us to the new moon in Gemini on May 26th. Now you can really set intentions around your next adventure. Your business could involve health tech that helps people heal from addiction. Your travels could take you around the world to explore different cultures. Your studies could include philosophy or psychology, or you may be drawn more towards spiritual practices over organized religion. As the month closes, you'll receive a cosmic gift in these areas. Mark May 30th on your calendar. I'll ask again, what do you want to learn? Where do you want to travel? What do you believe in? The best way to get clear is to surround yourself with inspirational people who have been there and done that. Personal or spiritual development will be a top theme for you all month. Explore. If you found value in your forecast, please pay it forward by subscribing to the channel, posting a comment, and clicking on the notification bell. Transcripts are posted on astrocoachkate.com, where you can find all the ways to train with me and book a free discovery call. Scorpio, on May 5th, expect good news at work or with your health. Your team might land funding for a major project, or you could receive reimbursement from your health insurance company. I do think this is either group or profit related. It will help you move the needle on a personal goal, or lead to better income or better self-esteem. On May 12th, you'll experience an intense full moon in Scorpio. Whatever you've been focused on over the last 6 months, your health, career, or relationships will reach a turning point, completion, or ending. This will likely impact your career or reputation. You could end a job or reach a professional milestone that comes with a new job title, or your social status could change from single to married, or married to divorced. because there is a tie to your home life. This could mean a change in your living situation, like a new job comes with a relocation. If you're getting married, you could be hunting for a new home, or if you're on the other end, you might sell your property. Something about your personal life will be made public. Now for a plot twist. On May 17th, expect the unexpected in your close relationships. This could be a spouse, client, or business partner, or this could be an estate attorney, realtor, or a parent. Maybe you get your home appraised and find it's more than what you thought it was, or you put your home on the market and it sells in a day. You could also find out a parent isn't feeling well and decide they need to live with you or you with them. So the good news is you profit from the sale of your home, or the insurance claim covers your health expenses. Not only is this money in the bank, the pressure eases. While whatever happens comes with sudden changes, it will feel cathartic, maybe because a decision has finally been made and you can at least strategize around it. You might have to reorganize your work schedule, or the awareness has you taking a hard look at your health. This doesn't mean it will be a bed of roses. Change often comes with some sort of tension. You'll have to pay taxes on the sale of your home. Your insurance premium might increase, or this may involve a trust, will, or inheritance. Even if there is money coming in, there could be a cost associated, and this might put your personal life on hold. You might not have time to date, work on a project, or spend time with your kids. If things feel overwhelming, take the assist. Your friends can help you move. A support group can guide you through the care of an aging parent, or your faith will be a saving grace. On May 22nd, your coworkers could surprise you. Maybe they pick up the slack at the office or prepare some home-cooked meals, or the changes you're making to your lifestyle show you that there's more to life than work. A romantic or business partner could also be very empathetic, or your therapist or astrologer could become a voice of reason. Feeling like you're not going it alone will help you focus on your career during work hours instead of your mind being someplace else or taking your work home with you. And the way you're handling the situation will have others seeing you in a different light. Because on May 24th, Saturn enters Aries. Saturn is about karma, restrictions, and rules. He'll test your patience over the next few years. For you, Saturn's lessons involve your work environment, health, and daily responsibilities. How you communicate and share your feelings will make all the difference, especially when it comes to your home life. If you need help around the house, you have to ask for it. If you're struggling to make sense of the past, you need to do the inner work. If you are taking care of a sick parent, you'll have to coordinate with your siblings or a healthcare professional. And if you need to take a day off from work, be honest about what's on your plate. By May 25th, it's all systems go. Over the next few weeks, get your joint resources in order. This includes any paperwork involving taxes, insurance, or legacy money like wills and inheritances. This will require facing fears around trust or debt. You will be busy, but I believe it's best to keep your friends in the loop. Maybe even schedule time to meet with them for coffee one day a week, or again, join a support group to help navigate the changes. The new moon in Gemini on May 26 is perfect for mapping out a game plan. Over the next 6 months, think about how you can take small bites of the elephant to pay down debt, work through intimacy challenges, or close out an estate. This is also a great time to commit to spiritual or personal development. Don't be surprised on May 30th when you cross a huge item off your list. It will have to do with a merging or untangling of joint assets, or this could be a day when you have a major breakthrough in therapy. It could feel like a sudden gain, because in a roundabout way, this is part of your legacy. So outside of your career, think about how you want to make your mark on the world. This entire month is about facing your fears. Scorpios have the most emotional resilience than any other sign, but this requires a different kind of strength. You'll need to face your fears. If you found value in your forecast, please pay it forward by subscribing to the channel, posting a comment, and clicking on the notification bell. Transcripts are posted on astrocoachkate.com, where you can find all the ways to train with me and book a free discovery call. Sagittarius on May 5th, grab hold of anything that brings you joy. You could go on a romantic date, dive into a creative project, or enjoy playtime with your kids, or even head to the casino. You may find that a friend has love potential, or that someone wants to team up on a project. This has wings. It could lead to career recognition or marriage. On May 12th, during the full moon in Scorpio, you'll tackle a private matter. This could include quitting a bad habit or cutting yourself off if you start speaking negatively. You could also return from an epic trip that changes your worldview, or complete your studies and reflect on how much you've learned. You also could post a vlog about your travels, or produce an online course that puts your education into practice. Just don't get tussled. On May 17th, you may experience an unexpected change of plans. Someone might cancel or book a last-minute appointment. You may receive test results that prompt you to make a sudden lifestyle change, or you might have to take your pet to the vet for an emergency visit. This could also be about a media-related project. Maybe you're set to launch and realize there's a better way, or you've planned a community yard sale and it starts raining and you have to scramble to get everything under the tents. But on May 18th, you'll be extra optimistic about a committed partnership. This could be a love interest, best friend, or professional contact. I think you'll take the lead on how this contractual tie plays out. It will feel good to be in such a healthy relationship. It could heal insecurity tied to love, creativity, or children. Just know this growth comes with growing pains. Maybe you are healing from heartbreak or betrayal, or a conversation with a therapist or astrologer triggers a past resentment or loss. Again, this will be what you make of it. If you're ready to heal and move on, you can. This could also have something to do with a home or family matter. Maybe you're taking the next step in your relationship and moving in together, and that feels scary. Or you feel that in order to move on, you need a change of scenery, and now you're figuring out where to call home. The commitment may also pull attention from your career or come with a change of status, like in a relationship to single. Or you'll be ready for Facebook official and the other party may hesitate. But after you face the scaries on May 22nd, your creative spark will return. Maybe this is another fun date, or your project is really coming along. You could have cleared your schedule to make more time for fun, or exercise might be releasing natural endorphins. You could just be out and about having fun with your friends. Whatever you're doing, you're on a mini adventure. You want to learn, travel, and explore, and this energy is triggering the law of attraction, helping you date, create, and feel like a kid again. These experiences aren't just about what's in front of you. You'll have an internal glow about you too. You won't want to isolate. You won't have an urge to smoke or drink. You'll actually sleep better. Because on May 24th, Saturn moves into Aries. Over the next several years, you'll take your pleasure pursuits seriously. If you're dating, it's because you want a long-term commitment. If you're fixated on a project, it's because you know it has long-lasting results. If you want children, you'll do all the things to prepare. Now, Saturn is the taskmaster. There will be restrictions, limitations, and tests along the way. For you, this will likely be money-related, so make a budget and stick to it. You'll also need to get comfortable communicating your needs and desires. With Saturn involved, these are not surface level conversations. These are open, honest, and raw. Then on May 25th, your relationships will start moving forward with lightning speed. After 3 dates, you could already be talking about commitment, or you might decide that your project needs a co-founder. You're putting energy towards someone because you feel they have long-term potential. So what's your end game? Do you want to get married? Do you want your invention to be part of your legacy? This brings us to the new moon in Gemini on May 26th. Over the next 6 months, set intentions for your most important relationships. This is cosmic +1 energy. If it's a lover, remember that lifestyle and values need to match. If this is a business partner, your goals for the future need to align. If you're a solo entrepreneur, you'll still need a team. Start scouting. A real contender could arrive on May 30th. If this isn't someone you want to put a ring on or sign on the dotted line with, this could be an energy healer who helps make room for your new partner, or you could hire a marketing specialist to bring exposure to your business. Collect your good karma points and keep your eyes open in the airport if you're traveling. This entire month, in one way or the other, is positioning you for a status change. Keep me posted. If you found value in your forecast, please pay it forward by subscribing to the channel, posting a comment, and clicking on the notification bell. Transcripts are posted on astrocoachkate.com, where you can find all the ways to train with me and book a free discovery call. Capricorn, on May 5th, look forward to good fortune in your home life. Your family will be in a good mood. You could buy or sell property or feel refreshed after a good spring clean. Little changes to your routine will have big results, especially if you put acts of kindness on your schedule, and that includes self-care. Every day you'll collect karma that you can use to turn the day-to-day into an adventure. You could also clear out clutter in the office. Feng Shui can work wonders on the mind, body, and soul. The full moon in Scorpio on May 12th may feel intense. You could downsize your social circle, removing energy vampires from your coven. You might bless and release a dream that no longer pairs with your lifestyle, or this can be about profits. Maybe you've been hyper-focused on a venture and the full moon is about wish fulfillment. Whatever this is, it involves joint resources, time, money, and energy. It's also tied to your personal finances and self-esteem, so learn from the past and celebrate the wins. After you let go of this responsibility, you can turn your attention back to having more fun. Fill your calendar with date nights, pick up a hobby that lifts your spirits, or do something creative with your kids. Could these frolics cost a little money? Perhaps, but on May 17th, expect the unexpected. Maybe your date pulls out their card, the gadget you've been eyeing could go on sale, or your kids treat you to lunch. The universe will keep the sweet rewards coming. On May 18th, a coworker could bring homemade cupcakes to the office, or if you're on a health kick, you might hop on the scale and like what you see. Either will lift your spirits, and this in turn will help you sort through a lingering issue on the home front, or let bygones be bygones. There will, however, be some tension. Maybe your coworker brought in cupcakes because the office has been filled with drama and you're like, baked goods? Really? How about you do your job? Or, I'm on a diet. What's up? But don't let it mess with your head. It's the thought that counts. That said, this presents the perfect opportunity to clear the air. Or maybe one look at the snack table has you back at your desk signing up for HIIT class. You'll have to let go of what's in front of you and see the big picture. Maybe a leadership course or workshop on team culture will help. On May 26th, you could experience more good times with your family. Maybe you get home from work and your partner or kids have dinner on the table, or your significant other makes a reservation so neither of you have to cook. It's possible you have something to celebrate, like a promotion or some other professional achievement. Or again, you could buy or sell property, receive your tax return, or a romantic dinner might lead to drawing the shades. Because on May 24th, Saturn enters Aries. Saturn is like a strict father figure over the next several years. He wants you to get your home and family life in order. He will test, restrict, and dredge up past karma. His lessons will feel extra personal. He's changing your life direction on purpose. You need to take a hard look at the role you've played leading up to this point and decide what changes you need to make moving forward. And this could put a strain on your wallet or impact your relationship with money. You'll need to create a budget and maybe hire a financial advisor who can help you save for rainy days. Now on the 25th, your mind enters a time warp. You'll cross so much off your to-do list so quickly you'll think there's a team of elves running behind you. You'll be up at 'em, locked and loaded. So if you want to travel, if you want to study something, if you want to become an entrepreneur, use this energy for more than busy work. Over the next several weeks, you'll master juggling all the things. This takes us to the new moon in Gemini on May 26th. As you set goals for the next 6 months, focus on your work, health, and daily responsibilities. If you own a business, what new software can you implement to help with payroll or project management? How can you use apps and wearables to better track your health? If you're in school, can you use AI to take notes and create clever presentations? Or if your new adventure has you traveling, think about hiring a personal assistant to help coordinate the logistics. Because as soon as May 30th, a burst of energy could improve your work environment or health. This might involve taking out a loan to help expand your business, or using your tax reimbursement on a Task Rabbit to help with errands. This will likely require a change of beliefs. Maybe you were raised to not carry debt or spend money on things you can do yourself, but this entire month will be about feeling better. Some things are worth spending on. If you found value in your forecast, please pay it forward by subscribing to the channel, posting a comment, and clicking on the notification bell. Transcripts are posted on astrocoachkate.com, where you can find all the ways to train with me and book a free discovery call. Aquarius, on May 5th, get your wheels in motion, figuratively and literally. Take an online personality quiz, jog around your neighborhood, or go throw darts at your favorite pub. Grab a date or your kids and have some fun. It will help you take your mind off anything that's been lurking in the shadows. And if you bump into a few friends or make new friends, the more the merrier. Take a group shot to capture the moment. Get ready for a round of applause on May 12th during the full moon in Scorpio, even if you're patting yourself on the back. Full moons are turning points, endings, or completions. This spotlights your career or public reputation. What personal or professional goal have you been working towards over the last 6 months? Maybe you're in a committed relationship, or you've decided you're better off as friends, or this could be a business. You may have partnered up or parted ways. Either way, you're coming into your own, and authenticity looks good on you. Keep going. Just brace yourself on May 17th. The universe has a trick up its sleeve. It involves your home life. You might make a snap decision to relocate or get the sudden urge to tear down walls. Maybe a relative pays you an unexpected visit, or someone from your past sends you a random housewarming gift. A family member could also share some shocking news, or you could uncover something eye-opening about your childhood. Whatever this is, it's personal. How you respond makes all the difference. But as soon as you hurdle over this block, it's back to having fun on May 18th. Romantic dates, creative projects, playtime with kids, whatever your heart desires with a twist. You might introduce your love interest to your friends. Think about how you can monetize your project, or if the excitement centers around your kids, cross an experience from your wish list. And make sure to add movement like go-karts, interactive displays, and paddleboarding. It will help you heal a part of you that's been lost. That said, be sure to go with the flow. It may rain on your parade, your friends could cancel at the last minute, or your kid might throw a tantrum. Any scenario could leave you holding the bag, like if you prepay for tickets, or the outing in general could cost a pretty penny. This might leave a bad taste in your mouth, especially if you spend a lot of time, money, and energy organizing the activities. Don't let one hiccup ruin the day. If something does go down, May 22nd brings the perfect opportunity to talk it out, or post funny pictures of everyone drenched. Your family will appreciate the levity, and your parents will at least get a kick out of it. Make the Wally World adventure your favorite story to share during the holidays. When we can laugh with our partners, it's a sign we've found the one. And if an apology for whatever reason is in order, push the sarcasm aside. How you take responsibility for your actions will earn you trust and respect. Because on May 24th, Saturn moves into Aries. Over the next several years, you'll need to change your tone. As my father would say, it's all in the delivery. Whatever we neglect or suppress spills out eventually and only festers until it does. This can lead to self-undoing, like isolation, drinking, or lies, none of which are good for your health, career, relationships, or life direction. Learn to communicate how you feel responsibly, especially over the next several weeks with your romantic life or creative pursuits. Pedal to the metal. You'll need to connect your heart and mind. If a sit down is in order to discuss shared finances, trust, or your personal needs, be mindful of not only tone, but time and place, and make sure to listen to. This brings us to the new moon in Gemini on May 26th. Set new goals around how you want to express your unique personality, and over the next 6 months, just have fun. If you want to casually date, that's fine, as long as everyone's on the same page. If you want to learn the ins and outs of a new gadget, dive in. If you want to spend more time with your kids or make babies, this is the super moon for you. Again, be transparent, don't confuse sex with intimacy, and run the numbers. Babies are expensive. You could reach your first milestone as early as May 30th. This astrology is interesting. There's intensity behind it. It's the merging of souls. Someone who you think is just a fling could be the person you end up marrying, or you could enter your app into a contest and be recognized by a VC. You could plan on getting pregnant over the next 6 months, but God has other plans. The purpose of May for you is to roll the dice. I do not think you'll walk away empty-handed. If you found value in your forecast, please pay it forward by subscribing to the channel, posting a comment, and clicking on the notification bell. Transcripts are posted on astrocoachkate.com, where you can find all the ways to train with me and book a free discovery call. Pisces, on May 5th, money could fall from the sky. You could have a yard sale, sell your home, or receive a gift from your parents. Or this could be about a boost in self-esteem. Maybe your spouse, roommate, or best friend helps you with a home project. Clearing away physical or mental clutter will help you concentrate at work, too. Or planting flowers with your kids could turn into a spring ritual. During the full moon in Scorpio on May 12th, you might return from an epic trip, complete a course, or ask for clarity before drawing a conclusion. What did you start learning in November? Now it comes full circle. This could have to do with a work project, or maybe you started working out. Whatever it is, your faith has been restored. It's helped you kick a bad habit. Bravo. Now expect the unexpected on May 17th. Someone could tap you on the shoulder to present what you've learned, or you could publish your thesis. If you've been working out, you might finish a 5K in record time, or your sibling could actually pay you a compliment. Again, this will do wonders for your self-esteem. You're seeing how hard work pays off. On May 18th, you'll receive even more good news at home. It will boomerang back good fortune, either in your career or as a parent. And this will help heal a wound tied to money or self-worth. So maybe what you publish ties to your ancestry, or you sell a bunch of family items and use the experience to teach your kids about commerce. There will, however, be a little tension within your family. Maybe your kids don't want to part ways with their childhood toys, or the home project you've been working on leaves little time to finish a work assignment. This day will be what you make of it. Stay calm and carry on, especially if your spouse goes MIA or your business partner sends you a "where are you?" email. Money and self-esteem are definitely strong themes for you in May. Are you launching a marketplace? Will you win a neighborhood raffle? Did you place a bet on a fitness goal? It's tied to the merging of resources, time, money, and energy, so other people are likely involved. You're motivated to change your lifestyle, possibly realizing that more work-life balance is the ticket. And this is what's helping you make more money or manage your finances, maybe because you want to travel or go back to school. Because on May 24th, Saturn enters Aries. Over the next few years, you'll take a hard look at how you spend, save, and invest. Saturn is known as the taskmaster. He'll limit and restrict to produce long-lasting results. So keep the big picture in mind if you have to cut back here and there, and find ways to socialize that won't break the bank. The inner lesson is about self-respect, so it's likely your relationship with the material world will receive the biggest test. If you're the one always paying for a round of shots, Saturn will force you to examine why. By May 25th, your attention will turn back to your home and family. You'll be thinking about how to improve your quality of life. Don't go this alone. Sit your partner or roommate down for a talk. Create a list of how you can share chores or spend more time together. This leads us to the new moon in Gemini on May 26th. This is the perfect time to fine-tune your priorities over the next 6 months. If you want to relocate, start cleaning out the basement. Or if you feel your family is drifting apart, initiate game night. The main objective is to strengthen your close bonds. You want the holidays to look and feel much different than they did last year. Now mark May 30th on your calendar. On this day, your home life will receive a cosmic kiss. Your spouse or roommate could surprise you. Maybe they spring into action on a home repair, house hunting mission, or deep clean. Or if you have a home-based business, you could receive a sudden uptick in sales, or someone special joins you on a dog walk. This entire month has put the focus on your home and family. As they say, happy spouse, happy house. So there you have it. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Astro ROI. To help me create more value, please support the channel by subscribing and clicking on the notification bell. If you'd like a personal reading, go to astrocoachkate.com. Enjoy the day.